Well, it's Monday, y'all. This is Turkey in West by God Monroe, Louisiana woods. I hope everybody had a great Monday. I know it's the start of the work week, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. Anyhow, I guess a lot of people, they seen me post, and I went to Barksdale Air Force Base. See an air show with the Thunderbirds. Well, I had me a grand time. I tell you what, boy, I felt like I was back, in the Air Force again, A lot of power there. A lot of power. You had stealth bomber, C-130s, your C-5s, the F-16s, the F-22 Raptor. And I got to see all this power. We had the P-51 Mustangs, we had the Corsairs, jet car. It was an awesome time, big old time out there. I got to give it up to Barksdale Air Force Base. If you're listening, y'all did a great job. Y'all need to do it again. Last year they didn't do it. This year they did, and hopefully next year they do it again. They do a lot of good things for the community, and that'd be one of them we like to keep right here in Louisiana. Anyway, it got me to thinking, and all that patriotism around me, because there was a lot of it, and people speaking out. I had great conversations with people, ex-veterans, or ex-military, veterans, and active military and so forth. But what's going on in this country, and a lot of them had some very good opinions. Met a few of them, seen my videos, they liked them, and I thanked them. I said I appreciate it. But they're all about the same. They don't like what's going on right now. And I asked a question to a lot of them. I said, because I took the same oath they did. Defend all enemies, foreign and domestic. If they were willing to pull that trigger on a United States citizen, you'd be surprised at the response I got. I got hardcore military veterans said, if government was ordering me to fire on my own people, it would depend on the situation, they said. And then I seen these youngins, just joined the military, got 2-3 years in, and they said, I do what I'm told. That's scary, people. One good thing I got back in my brain, takes more than 2-3 years to be a fighter pilot. So, that's comforting to know that some of the older crowd there, they're the ones flying that plane. Especially with the raw power I seen this weekend. But something else has been bugging me all day. A lot of you contacted me about Redneck, about his post being taken down, that his freedom of speech is being trampled on, and y'all looking to me to get in touch with him. Well, I don't know the man personally. We have talked on Facebook in the past, and we got our connections. He's got his, and I got mine. And anyway, he posted a thought of the day earlier today, and I shared it. So if you get one of his posts and you share, just keep sharing it. Just share. They're not going to silence what we patriots have got to say. They can take it off Facebook. They can take it off the internet. I'll write a letter. I'll get on a ham radio. I'll get on a CB radio. I'll send smoke signals to get people informed. I do not care. You can try to take me down all you want. It ain't gonna happen. You can try to take Redneck. It ain't gonna happen. He's gonna voice his opinion. He's gonna voice his beliefs. and that's how we believe, and that's our opinions also. And by God, if you're going to try to take us, you better come with force. I don't want it to come to that, but you better come to force. You're going to shut me down, because I'm going to speak my mind. I have the right of freedom of speech, and you are not. Look, I heard Redneck today talk about if you can't stand with one, you can't stand with none on the amendments of the Constitution of the United States. You can't pick and choose, people. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. God sees sin as sin. No sin is greater than another. Murder is the same thing as lying. Lying is the same thing as adultery. They're all the same. He sees sin. He don't see the particular sin. And our Constitution was wrote on such. There is no right greater than another. Your freedom of speech is no less of a right than your Second Amendment right. The Fifth Amendment ain't no greater or less than the 13th Amendment. It's the same thing, people. And everything going out there with the Bundy Ranch and all this hoopla and drama, y'all need to stay informed. I mean, the real informed. You listen to Redneck, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to this. There's people on the ground out there that communicate with him. Don't be listening to this hogwash on the news, because they're going to just spit it in your ear and try to turn you against it. You know, I see some of these news commentators, you know, such as Hannity, backing off. Well, you ain't got no balls, boy. You got this numbnut, what is his name? I can't. He's so intelligent. He's stupid. But he's on there talking about, you know, that, you know, he's a criminal and this, that, and the other thing, and that he's proved that, you know, the government owns that land and this, that, and the other thing. So what if he does? So what if they do? His family done had that land before the government owned it, you know, grazing rights wise. And he's going to say, oh, no, we don't. You know, I mean, y'all got to stay informed here, people. There's people on the ground out there that knows what's going on. They got security out there. They got militia out there. If you want to help, listen to what Redneck said. He gave you all the information on one of his posts earlier this weekend or last week or late last week about where to send food and clothing, you know, provisions such as that these people need out there. They're protecting this man. They're protecting our Constitution of the United States, and they're protecting the American people from an overreaching government. You know, and where's Obama on this? He ain't said not one word about this whole thing. You know, you get some man up north when he first got into president, locked himself out of his house. He's a black man. And so he tries to break into his house, so a cop, which just so happened to be white, arrests him for trying to, you know, break into his house. And he'll go have a beer with him, but he won't go out there to Nevada and talk to this man personally. Hey, Obama, you got your priorities screwed up, bruh. You ain't no man in my book. Man takes care of his people that he's supposed to be taking care of, and you being the free leader of the world need to step up, man up, and be that free leader of the world and start setting an example. But I don't see that happening. It's just you and your crony old Harry Reid over there, y'all swap and spit or something. I don't know what y'all doing, but, you know, maybe that's why you have so much problems with your wife taking so many vacations on our dime. over $150 million worth of vacations. Son, tell her to go to Disney World. I can get you a ticket for $50. Jesus. Anyway, that's Turkey's thought for today, y'all. And as always, peace. Turkey loves you. Come back and hear me. Here.